And the podcast will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's up, Phil?
What's up, Paco?
Good to have you. Episode 5. Is this episode 5? Episode 6.
Ooh, that's not my lucky number, but let's see what happens.
I could bump you off.
You could try.
You can't take 17 because 17 is taken by 317, the rapper.
That's fine. It's okay. I have no particular number, actually.
So 6 is okay?
6, you know what? It sounds like basketball, I'm the sixth man that comes on the... So, and plus, I'm 60.
You're 60.
I'm 60. I'm very 60.
I love it.
So
I love
I'll
it.
take the 6.
6. Normally people plead the 5th, but you'll take the 6.
I'll take the 6.
How have you been?
I've been good, man. How about you? Merry
I've been
Christmas,
good.
by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you. Boxing Day.
The season. I remember you and I, when we were setting up Paco's place, I actually reached out to you and actually told you to come and visit. And now here you are.
I was excited for this. I remember the first time that I met you. I knew about you already from Pinas, right?
Yeah.
I mean, who didn't? Everybody knows Paco.
Like those,
if you didn't know Paco,
like
then
those,
you don't know shit.
Those girly mags?
Yes. I read them all.
Oh my God. Okay. So
but,
yeah.
I met you in Murrieta, and it was Perf, you,
it was
Dave.
It was Pinoy Rock Review.
Yeah, Pinoy Rock Review. And it was really fun. I mean, like, I never saw you play drums like face to face. I saw like videos and stuff like that. And I was like, stick tong gago na to.
He could play.
You can play. That's so freaking cool.
And we played.
I got the
We jammed,
with you.
yeah.
It was Beep Beep.
Yes.
Tapos what band did not do Beep Beep?
Tapos nagsela si Wolf. Sabi niya ako naman, let me play with Philip.
Everyone wants to play with me.
I know. But I got to jam with you again at Arnel Mendoza's.
Oh, dude, that was so fun.
Yeah, yun ang maganda. Yun ang impromptu. I'll post a link in the description so you guys could watch that jam session.
Yeah, and Robin. Wow.
Robin
what a freaking awesome guitar player.
What a revelation, no?
I know. It was so freaking amazing. And he has that poofy hair. It's like those trolls from the 90s. Remember those toys?
Yeah.
He had the troll hair.
Just the hair, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Listen, I'm just jealous of anyone with hair.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I will talk to anybody with hair and go, oh, hi, nice.
Pero
can I touch your hair?
Hindi mo ba napansin, people without a crown, balbasarado kadalasan sila.
We just miss hair. Okay, we miss hair. And besides, if I didn't have facial hair, they'd probably cast me for Dr. Evil or some shit like that.
Pero, okay, buhok sa dibdib, meron ka? Chest hair?
Of course.
Okay, fine. I don't have that. See, I only have hair on my head. That's it.
I have hair on my back.
See, that was too much information, even for my listeners.
No, your listeners.
JJ.
You invited me on this show. Your listeners are dead meat.
Oh my God. Yeah.
You're fair game at this point.
By the way, like it was, let me tell my listeners and our viewers that you texted me and actually said anything we couldn't talk about. And I said, only anything you don't want to talk about is off the table.
And when he opened that can of worms, I said, Paco's in for a surprise. Anyway, let's talk about my back hair.
Let's Let's talk about your back hair. I mean, isn't that...
That should have been my band name. Back hair.
Ganto na lang. Just to let you know, when I'm at the gym, right? So I'm the guy with the least amount of hair, body hair.
Yeah, the gym where you're always eating.
Yes.
Oh my God! If you saw Paco's Facebook page, he's on my Facebook, and I see he's eating, I don't know, whatever pork chops or whatever, and he tags LA
Everybody,
Fitness.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're gaining weight while pumping weight. What's this?
Paano
what
kasi?
Is this LA Fitness
okay,
food?
Before we go back to your back hair, ang reason nun, all these people posting gym pictures.
Yeah.
To me, I mean, nothing against them, but everything against them, but nothing against them. I couldn't imagine doing something like that.
I post gym pictures, and
You
I
do?
should show you some of them.
Why?
Because I'm this fat guy in a gym trying to give a lot of people hope. If
Okay.
not, I'm making them feel better about themselves. Like, oh, thank God I'm doing something much better than this guy. But
But that's good, right?
yeah,
That's good.
you know, we reach that age where we need to take
Yeah,
care
yeah,
of
yeah.
ourselves, our bodies, and whatnot. And speaking of body, so my back hair, it's very sparse. You know, there's like a patch here,
Patch there.
a patch there,
Oh my God.
and you know, it's like little villages, like far apart, and you just wonder, like, if they're going
You've
to
had
go to
this
war.
since you've had this since you were young.
No, only when I got older. And you know what? When you go bald like me, you appreciate all your body hair a little bit more. I put like conditioner on my back scrub. I'm like, you do you, man. You do you. You know? And it's just so much nicer. I asked my wife, can you comb it? No.
How is she about it?
However, you know
Yeah.
what I did try with my back hair?
Tell me.
I had to try it. I tried waxing.
No, Brazil. Oh, okay.
Not Brazil waxing.
Ang Brazilian wax ba is only sa pubes area?
I think
Doon
that's
lang
what
ba?
I think that's what that it is. But now that you're daring me,
No. I'm not daring
Should
you.
we do this
no,
live in
We,
Pacos?
maybe the next episode when we have more listeners and viewers, I'm pretty sure they'd like
I'm
to
pretty
subscribe.
yeah.
to
You
this,
want to
right?
build up a good
An
amount
audience,
of
yeah.
audience before
Before
you
we do
start,
the Brazilian wax
before you
thing.
start having them disperse because of my
Exactly.
Brazilian wax.
But-
so
okay,
I
tell
tried
me.
waxing my back hair, thinking it can't be that bad.
Hold on, but you weren't the one waxing it.
No,
right?
no. My wife was the one who tried it.
Well, she was probably having a blast doing that, no?
Yes, she did. She has a blast at anything that causes me great pain. And I thought that, I mean, come on, I got tattoos. I got tattoo here, got a tattoo. This job in my chest was a 4-hour tattoo.
What do you have on your chest?
Oh, I have an alien, kind of like a Geiger.
Okay,
kind of
let me-
alien.
Okay, it looks like
It's called the Creepy Dede.
I know. I mean, I'm glad there's no nip slip yet. You know. Oh, we're still good, Jay, right? No nip slip, just the tattoo with a bunch of. So wow. For a while, akala ko, alam mo yung mga alagad ni Kalansiaw, you know that alibata, you know those nice little.
This can also be called the dangerous bulalo. You know.
Okay. How come there's no collar? Is that a claw?
Yeah, I guess it's a claw, some sort of claw. You know what I did?
What?
I am a daring guy. First of all, this is even more daring, as you could probably see. There's initials
something-
here.
yeah.
You see that?
Yes.
That was an ex-girlfriend.
No
Yeah.
way.
That was an ex-girlfriend from long ago.
I did that before.
Yeah?
Not an initial, her actual name.
Well, this is her nickname.
M.
Yeah, you had to put it on. Yeah. But that's okay. No, I mean, first of all, we're friends.
Okay.
It's cool. She's an awesome artist, and
She is.
much respect for her.
Uh-huh.
And
Wait. Did she know that her
yeah, she
nickname
was with me when
you
I
had
got
that
it.
done.
Yeah. And I think she was like sweating bullets, like, oh God, now I got to live up to this shit. And I feel bad putting her through that. But anyway, so we broke up, right? And I was like, oh, son of a bitch, what am I going to do with this? And, you know, I mean, like, I'm a daring guy. So, funny enough, I went back to the Philippines in 2004 because I ain't paying this kind of money to get tattoos here in the U.S.
Wait. You had that done here?
No, I had that done in the Philippines.
No, that M thing?
Oh, no, that was done in the Philippines.
Okay.
Yeah. This one, I mean, my first tattoo, I got it in 95
Right.
and I fainted.
Where'd you have it
fainted
done?
in the
Bicep?
arms.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
shoulder.
Dito.
So when I got this, we were in the Philippines, moved here to the U.S. We broke up, son of a bitch. And then 2004, I went back to the Philippines to because my brother got married, and I figured, you know what, it's cheaper there. I'm gonna go to the Philippines. I'm gonna get a tattoo. So I asked friends there,
Where?
where can I get a tattoo? And they told me about this art. Oh man, I wish I remembered his name because I would love to give him props. But I was a drunk fuck. But anyway, if you recognize your art, take credit for it.
There
and
you
if,
go.
If it wasn't you, just take credit for it.
How about you send us a picture so we can post it on the website so that, we can post links.
The deadly dead. Okay. So a friend of mine told me, listen, there's this tattoo artist in Goldcrest in Makati. You remember Goldcrest?
Yeah, I remember Goldcrest.
Shoot.
Goldcrest, malapit. You know what? Speaking of Goldcrest, I digress dito, but doon ako bumibili ng mga Star Wars figures.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
No, that was where you got all the cool toys.
Yes, Goldcrest.
He-Man.
Yes, sir.
Star Wars.
She-Ra. No, just kidding.
I got She-Ra. I got her.
Okay.
Anyway. So I went to Goldcrest and they said, look for this guy. He runs this teddy bear shop. Seriously, it was a teddy bear shop. He sold teddy bears. And I go, dude, are you, what's his name? He goes, yeah, I do tattoos. Oh, he goes, so you Phil Recto? Yeah, there's the one that your friend told me you were coming. So I'm like, yeah, cool. So he sat me in the back. It was one of those monoblock chairs.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Because why sit in something comfortable when you can sit in something that you know
painful
is going
na
to...
naman to. It's gonna be painful.
Yeah, you might as well,
Might as well.
So I snuck out my bottle of tandoy and just fuck it. This is my pain medication for this tattoo. This was a 4-hour job, by the way. Now,
The cover-up.
yes,
Oh,
the cover-up was 4 hours. But this is where my daringness is. So he asked me, what do you want on it? I said, fuck it, what do you like drawing?
No way. You gave him... So you gave him full dibs on what to do.
Well, I asked him first, what are you into? If he said Rainbow Bright, I was like, Star Wars na lang.
So paano pre-production yun nito? Because that's a lifetime commitment.
Yeah.
And it's so embarrassing you forgot this person's
Why
name.
do you think alcohol helps you make these stupid decisions in life? Now, speaking of stupid decisions, anyway, so there I was sitting in this monoblock chair. The guy is like, what do I like to draw? My favorite artists that I like to follow, and he mentioned Geiger. And the only reason why I said Geiger, because I didn't recognize any of the other fucking people he said.
Geiger. Okay.
So Geiger, oh, that's the guy who did the Danzig and Aliens. Fuck it, let's go with him.
You did that.
Yeah, and he goes, oh, okay, cool. What exactly do you want? I'm like, I don't know. Just fucking cover this thing and put something on there.
Danzig, no?
4 hours later, he gave me this tattoo.
Walang mirror. You didn't. Wait. You didn't know. Were you looking at it like that?
Back before my second chin that I grew on,
Nakikita mo na.
I could kind of see it anyway. But yeah, he had a mirror. He'd show me. He explained to me what he was gonna do, and I don't remember. It was like, yeah, you go. No, yeah, okay, sige. Oh, okay na yan. Go. And he took 4 hours because I tipped him well. I tipped him really well because I was earning in dollars already, and I can give
social, yeah.
Social, right? But I tipped him well because he did do a good job. I really did like the artwork he did. It was he was very respectful about it. He did give me an idea what he wanted to do, and now when I look at it, I'm like, motherfucker, it looks like a supot tite running through a fucking cable. But hey, that's what I got.
And you're fine with that?
And I'm fine with that.
That's fine.
Yeah.
What would you advise kids who want to put names of their girlfriends or boyfriends on their body?
Make sure that if you ever get to a point where you have to break up, drink a lot of alcohol and ask the tattoo artist to do anything he wants to on it.
So why'd you put it in the first place?
I was in love. I was stupid in love.
As in talagang in love?
Oh, yeah. Fuck. What the hell you know about love when you're like 17, 18 years
Oh,
old?
this was
right?
around that time?
Yeah, I was, okay. In fairness, I was 20, 21 at that point. And looking back, knowing that I'm already in my 40s, I'm like, oh yeah, that was really fucking stupid.
ako natatawa lang ako because I did the same thing eh.
Oh yeah?
Pero,
wait, you have a name?
I have a name. I had a name.
Oh yeah, that's right. You mentioned you had a name.
We broke up.
Oh.
We broke up, and because we broke up, I wanted to get her back. And so pinatattoo ko nagpatattoo ako ng drums and roses. Kasi panahon ng Guns N' Roses yun.
Drums
So, yeah.
Okay,
So,
that's gonna be Paco's later band.
So
Ladies and gentlemen,
So may
Drums and
may
Roses.
snare drum dito, tapos may
Okay.
dalawang drumsticks, tapos may roses na nakapulupot sa drumsticks. Alam mo yung album ng Appetite for Destruction na yung dalawang o yung
Yeah.
symbol nila na may dalawang
See,
barrel na may
this is probably why my ex broke up. Mine was just letters. EM. Ano?
No, mine
you,
was-
You had like fucking artwork
may
and shit.
artwork nakalagay tapos nakalagay Melai.
Melai.
I know that was the name, right?
Oh, okay.
So and then I showed it to her when this was done. I showed it to her, and she just looked at it and actually said, "And,"
Ouch.
and then she just left.
Ouch. You see, when I got mine, at least she was still my girlfriend.
Right? I was like, "Oh no."
You had more balls than I did. Okay. Officially, Paco has more balls than me. And I only have 2.
I have probably more than.
Probably.
So natapos na yun, di ba? And then, so, tapos na kami and all that. And then later on, nung naging girlfriend ko si Geneva,
Oh.
she saw the tat, right? And she goes, "So, what are you going to do with that?" Ano sagot ko? Alam naman sabihin ko. I wasn't going to say nothing. So what did I say? Of course, I'm gonna have this covered up. So I did the same thing. I went to a tattoo artist and said, "Can you cover this up?" How? And I said the same thing. I don't care what you do.
You did the same thing.
I don't care.
We are daring people.
I drums and bass, baby. I don't care what you do, just cover it up. So this is what he eventually did.
Hey, that doesn't look bad at all.
So
What?
the name was Here.
Okay.
Jake, can they see my tat? No, yeah. So the name was Here. I need to retouch this whole darn thing. And then he did this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw it, I go, Bong, what the heck is that?
Scissors.
And he said, "What do you think it is?" And that's what I said. I go, "High-tech scissors?" And he said, "That's right." I go, "No way." He goes, "It's whatever you want it to be."
You cut her out of your life.
And
There's
so-
meaning. You cut her out of your life.
And it was so painful because it's all black, right? Sabi ko, Phil, oh my God. Nung nakita naman ni Geneva to, yun din na reaction niya. Oh. It's like, oh, that's it? Oh, I was just asking what you were going to do with it. I didn't know you were going to do it.
Yeah, you said you were going to do it.
Right?
I think that's the difference between men and women, diba?
Yes.
We're dense motherfuckers.
Yes.
They have codes.
Oh,
They
Lord.
have codes.
Oh,
You
my
know
God.
how when they say, "Sure, whatever you want," that
Oh,
doesn't
that's
mean
not
sure
good.
whatever you want.
That's
That
not
means
good.
like there is something behind that.
I've cracked that code. That's why kami ni Jaja, we are meant to be.
I didn't. I may have cracked it, but I want to stay in the dark because it's always fun. Like,
Really?
yeah. So, baby, can I buy that guitar?
What would she say?
If you want to, I do.
Oh!
I'd go back and forth. And I know I'm not going to buy this guitar at this point, but I'm just like teasing her. What color should it be?
Ako naman,
I get it when I believe I won the arguments when she says, "Go fuck yourself." I won. Yeah. And I'm not buying that guitar. Okay, I'll do dishes. Bye.
really? So you won't get the guitar?
No, not yet. I'm actually practical. I don't need the guitar.
But at least yung feeling lang na pinayagan ka ng wife mo to, like if she allows you to get the guitar, then yes. Just the satisfaction of, I won. She said yes. I don't have to, but
You know what the sad truth is? Even if she said yes, I'd lose.
why? Because
Because women.
Oh yeah.
Because here's the thing.
Yes.
When guys get pissed at each other, we get pissed at each other at the moment.
and that's it.
And then when it's done, whatever,
Yes.
fuck you, whatever. When women get mad, you're tattooed for life.
Yes.
That's it. They will remember
Yes.
that shit you said.
Yes.
Remember back in 1995 and you said this. Actually, I don't remember, but you did. Oh shit! And you're still holding that? It's been fucking how many years?
The way they'd ask a trick question.
Yes, the
Like,
trick question.
so where'd you eat again? When? Like a week ago, you said you went out to eat. Where'd you eat again? And then I just look, right? I'd look at Jaja and go, I said I ate? And she'd go, don't pull that trick on me. Don't pull that trick on me.
It's like they're setting booby traps.
Yes.
And they want to see, like,
Step on it.
What are you going to say?
Is he going to step on it?
What's that smell I smell? It's very pretty. It's McDonald's. It's perfumic McDonald's. What do you want?
Like, I mean, I'm in sales, no? So,
Oh, okay.
so
I didn't know you were in sales.
I'm in sales, and she would go, so, did you eat? Did you have lunch? I go, yeah. Where'd you go? I went to Yoshinoya. With whom?
With
And I'd actually say, with myself. Why would I go with someone else? Because you never eat alone. Well, in this case, I have to eat alone because you're at work. So it's always like that.
I used to have a crazy ass bitch girlfriend here in the U.S. She was this white girl, and she was freaking hot, by the way. And I'm like, oh man, I landed one.
There's a trade-off. There's a trade-off right there.
Yeah, I know. And she was nuts. But crazy people in bed are pretty good. Anyway, so she never trusted you or me. Sorry, she always questioned, who are you with? What did you do? How come I wasn't there? All that same stuff.
Needy.
Yeah, needy, super. Pero, it got to a point where I already knew I was going to break up with her, so I might as well have fun.
Oh, what'd you do?
Oh, she goes, who are you with? This hot bitch, and she had big boobs.
Oh
like
my
I
God.
really let her have it.
You're mean.
I get mean. If
That's
you get to
mean.
my bad side, I will get mean. But I'm only mean with words. Because after a while,
Yeah.
I'm never going to punch you. I'm never
Yes.
going to hit you, hurt you, whatever. But if we cross lines, I am going to win the insult game. I will, Bitch, your boobs are just too pointy.
Oh, that's you on the way out.
Yes, that's me on the way out.
That's you on the
She
way out.
Threw
There's
my.
no way.
I had a really nice Seiko watch, and she fucking threw it at me. It missed.
I would. I mean,
Yeah. Well, I was, like I said, I was already on the way out. Like, my shit was packed already, and I was ready to fucking let her have it. Let her have it. Bitch, chin up. No, the other chin.
how long have you been married?
Oh, I've been married since 2012, so that's 7 years.
So you're happy.
So I'm a happy man. When I met my wife, she, because after a while, fuck looks. No, I'm not saying, oh shit, that's horrible. No, my wife is beautiful. She is absolutely beautiful.
Right.
You're going to edit this out?
No.
No, fuck it. I'll just get in trouble. No, my wife is absolutely everything to me.
Okay.
And when we first met, it was actually quite romantic, actually, We actually met in Match.com.
Really?
Let me just plug. We met in Match.com. And we met in a sushi restaurant called Edamame. And we just had conversation the whole night. Talking. And it was like random topics. We met because we were both Beatles fans. I'm a big Beatles fan. And it was enjoyable. I wasn't looking anymore for that perfect figure, hot fucking whatever.
Like you wanted someone for keeps.
I wanted to marry someone that I can be absolutely myself with. And it really didn't matter. Her backstory was so amazing. I won't give it up.
No.
That's her life. I'll give up my life. But, I just fell in love with this human being that just meant everything to me. And I was willing, when you get to that point and you meet that person, yeah, fuck it. I'm ready. I'm stamped down. I'm old enough to know what love really is.
So was it love at first sight?
Yes.
Match.com really works.
It worked for me.
Because they actually
here's the
match
thing.
you, diba?
Yeah.
Talagang,
No, here's the thing. She was my second date from Match. So
Okay.
there was a first date, and we were feeling things out. We liked certain things. And then we both kind of agreed, nah, we're not a match for each other. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we high-fived and said, cool.
Are
we're
you
outta here.
serious? You actually said that, both of you?
Yeah. We went on one date and said, are you feeling this? I'm like, You know what? Not really. Me too. Oh shit. What are we? That was like the third date, and we were like, fuck, we wasted all this money. Yeah, fuck it. Split the bill. Yeah, fuck this shit. Later.
Pero actually, yung pala yung catalyst na part, no?
Yeah.
To be able to be open.
I think when you go on an online date, you know, your first few dates, both of you are probably nervous about the whole situation, right? So you're both trying to be nice. You're both trying to be like walking on eggshells. Third date in, you're like, you know what? Yeah, you know, I like the restaurants. So cool.
Maybe JJ Buencamino can do the same thing. You should give him advice, you know? Go and swipe left, swipe right.
Well, you can also swipe up and down, but I have no idea where that takes you.
I think that's Grindr.
Let's go level down. Oh, here's a cheap one. Shit, this one has some mole in the wrong place of her face. Let's go with that.
Oh my God. So
I can take her to McDonald's and she'll be fucking happy. Quarter pounder with cheese, baby?
So you guys dated.
Yeah. And we fell in love. It
When?
was amazing.
After how many dates?
So after that date, we met. We had a movie in my place.
Oh, Netflix and chill.
We were up till like 5 a.m.
Okay,
True story.
wow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just that kind of rocket man.
Yeah.
No, but you know, we stayed up. We were talking in bed and just kind of like reflecting. She was reflecting about her life. I was reflecting about mine. You know, and we were like not two peas in the pod, so to say. We were absolutely
Opposites. Right.
Yeah, you know, opposite.
Yeah.
Opposite.
Opposite, yeah.
So,
Yung ano, sige, gusto mo bumanat ng ganyan bago mo ito. Before you continue with that,
Okay.
this is R2D2.
uh-huh.
And if he's right here, what's he called?
What?
R2D2 on.
Stupid.
R2D2, R2 doon.
Ito, puti,
Okay?
mas puti.
Ito.
Actually, I got that all wrong. It's potato, mas potato. Holy shit.
Ito.
No, I'm just basking in how I got that joke wrong.
No, how about
I'm enjoying it.
how about this? What's this called?
What?
This is spider.
A spider? What?
This one.
What?
There's a spy here. Okay, go back. Let's go back to your story.
I thought I was a chuck full of bad jokes.
You know what? You know what? Feeling ko talaga, you and I, the reason why we connected is because pareho tayo ng ano eh.
Shit, I thought we were opposites.
Yeah. I think we're very, very similar. Because even when we played drum and bass together, like jam, it was like, I know where he's going with this.
I will get back to my wife later, but I do want to touch on that. Drums and bass, they are the backbone of the music and of the band, so to say. We lay down the rhythm, the drums lays out the timing, the flow, the bass holds that perfect alignment of not melody, but you know, there's the notations mixing in with the rhythmic patterns.
Yeah.
And without that connection, you know, things can
it'll
be very messy.
very much
I'm not
so.
going to say that it's bad music. I don't believe in anything bad music. You know, there's only false expressions. Meaning,
I agree.
Meaning you're not being true to yourself. You can be a complete fuck up like Sid Vicious and still rock it like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, and he sucks. But he's my favorite in terms of attitude, in terms of expressing exactly what you want to express.
Yes.
And that's what I was saying
About
about
Nathan.
about false expression.
Oh.
Now, Nathan Azarcon, he expresses himself on that bass guitar. I know his influences because he always shared it. It was like Flea, guys from Jamiroquai. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that was freaking amazing.
So, you know what, Nathan, I love the guy, but you've seen him from, you know, you've witnessed him grow from just a garage band bass player to a superstar.
Yeah.
Tell me about him, if you don't mind.
No. So Nathan, like all the other musicians I knew, were all from La Salle Isabel.
Okay.
He left La Salzbel. And but he always still came to my house because he'd be jamming with my brother Rich and Junji. I think kabatch sila si Junji, Mark, Nathan, and Jerome or J. John Valencia. Wonderful guitar player too. But anyway, so whenever he came over to the house, they'd always make laugh trip, you know.
So he was really a jokester.
Yeah. I think everybody in my house loved cracking,
Okay.
whipping jokes or whatever, because it was good times when you are in a band and you're with your cabrads. You know what I mean? It's fun. It's always this feeling of like, you know, camaraderie, and you can say whatever you want. And you're talking about the same influences you have. Oy, nakita mo tong bahista na yan. Oh, tangin ang pangit niya, pero galing ng bass niya. You know, these were the kind of conversations. And it's so funny because I'd be like peeping behind. I'd be
So you were a kid. You were literally a kid.
Yeah, I was a kid. And I'd be peeping around. My brother would like, oi, you know, shooing me away like a big brother. And Nathan, stay, okay lang yan. And then I'm stay, you know. He had this EB3, a Gibson EB3 bass. And he plugged it in. He plugs it into one of those boom boxes. And man, the thing was basag, but he just jammed on through. You know, he put the volume at full blast because nobody really had amps.
Right.
I mean, only Junji had an amp, and then I think J-Jan plugged in the line 2 of that same amp. You know,
Pero
that
tugtog na silang lahat.
tugtog lang. The only one with really nice gear was Mark.
You know what I was
He
gonna
had a
say?
drum
This.
set. He
I
had
was
a
gonna
Tama,
say
he had a Tama drum set before he signed with Gretsch.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, like, here it was, and mind you, he wasn't the original drummer of Bazurak. It was Paulo Lerma, the younger brother of Junji. But I'm just fast forwarding to Mark because, you know, name dropping. But
he's here in the States, huh?
yeah. Oh, Mark?
Yeah.
Oh, when? I thought he went back home.
No, he's
after
here.
The,
He's
oh,
here.
okay.
He's here. He'll be here until after the New Year's, I think.
Is he here in LA? Or?
Yeah, he's in San Bernardino right now.
Oh, okay.
And then moving to Mission Viejo, closer to you.
Moving? Like moving?
Just for a couple of days.
Oh, okay. I thought he was gonna.
Oh my God, binibigay ko na yung logistics. Sorry, Mark. Mark Ramirez ang pinag-uusapan.
Yes. A different Mark from a different band.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Liver Haya. So, you know, I mean, like, so witnessing that and seeing them as just friends, people who came to the house, my older brother's friends. And then, you know, Rich, my older brother, left for the US and he actually studied in Musicians Institute.
Okay.
VIT, a Vocals Institute Technology. And when they left, naghiwalay na Bazurak, you know. I think, if I can remember, Spinning Jenny is where Junji ended up in. I don't know if you remember that band from long ago.
I've heard of Spinning Jenny, never seen them play.
Yes. And then Nathan went with Perf. They started River Maya.
Wasn't Nathan taught by Perf?
I think so. You might want to check with him.
I think we should.
But I'm not surprised because it seems like Perf taught everyone.
Everybody? Yeah.
Right? I mean, Perf is just that maestro guy that everybody learned under. I didn't learn under him. I learned under the people he taught.
So
I know he
so
taught
lolo
Junji.
mo na si
Oh,
Perf.
lolo ka na si Perf.
Okay.
I learned under Junji, like the fundamentals of your fretboard, modal patterns, and all that stuff. But Nathan taught me groove. Nathan taught me, dapat dikit ka sa drummer. Parang tite mo sa loob ng puwet or yung tite niya sa loob ng puwet mo. Dapat ka ron. You know? So, and I don't think Nathan ever said that. I'm only wishing he said that to me. Not for any particular reason. I'm putting words in his mouth.
So you're paraphrasing
I'm
in an
paraphrasing in a
explicit
way.
kind of way.
As I always do.
Yes.
Now, but Nathan, this is a true story. So one day I was in his house and it was his younger brother. Oh God, I get mixed up with his brothers. There's Noel, Norman. All of them have the initials NPA, by the way, and that's true.
Oh, really?
Yeah, NPA.
Okay.
Nathan Peter Azarcon.
Oh, that's sila NPA?
NPA.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
Okay, go.
So I was in Nathan's house and I had my Yamaha bass, my Attitude bass. and he was teaching me how to groove. And the thing is, I'm Dr. Kulit Fingers. I'll fucking on the bass, right? Thinking it's fun. He's like, ganon. So he told me to just play Englishman in New York. Doom, doom, doom,
Groovy.
doom,
Yeah.
doom, 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 you know, and he goes, okay, do that for 30 minutes. I'll be back. What? Yes. And don't you dare, don't stop playing that. Don't try to add things. Don't do, or you're going to have to do that again. My brother will be here jamming over you, and you can't do anything else except those 3 notes at this only
For the
pattern.
next 30 minutes.
So I'm there, and like I'm getting kind of antsy. I want, ADHD, but fuck, I didn't want to piss off Nathan.
So you really had lessons from Nathan Azarcon. Huh?
And that was probably the most important lesson I ever learned. That it wasn't about me. It was about staying within the boundaries of the song. You know what I mean?
Context,
yeah. And if the bass was required to just ring through bing, 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 at that point, you got to look at from the context of the songwriting of the song, because that's how it was envisioned. You play your part.
Ibang klase yun eh. Like, based on what you said about Nathan Azarcon, when I watch him, listen to him.
It's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
It's just fucking beautiful.
Yeah. Especially now, like, with all, like, alam mo yun, yung every kalabet, every note hit has a story.
Mm-hmm. And you know that thing about needing to be locked with your drummer?
Yeah.
Think about it. Nathan and Mark have been playing since high school together.
I know.
They're locked in step.
Very, very, very much so.
They know each other's
yes.
Habits in terms of how they're going to express in their instruments. And they can feel when they're going to go together one way or another, you know?
Totally.
When you have that longevity of knowing each other from a musical perspective of just jamming with each other for a very, very long time, lockstep, man. And that's so important with music in terms of the drums and the bass.
Like, speaking of that, like, you naman, do you still perform?
No.
Like, so you had this band, right? Bonehead.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
How far did that go?
You know what? We were a really good band that didn't last very long. We were like the Sex Pistols.
Okay.
Never mind the Bullocks.
Yeah.
Gone. That's it.
Ooh.
One album wonder.
Ego?
Yes. I think the Ego was I was Ego. I was very ego.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, it takes a man to admit.
But you know what? It wasn't so much that. I mean, the way I see it is that we were too young to run ourselves.
Wala kay manager?
Wala. We had no manager. We had the record producers and we had the record company.
Okay.
We had Polycosmic Records and we had Ed Formoso. And those were the people who were guiding us.
Right.
So I won't say anything else other than that.
Oh, you just said Ed Formoso. I was like, okay.
Yeah. No, but it was his. He was the one who got us into Polycosmic Records. He was the one who gave us those opportunities.
When was this?
There was 95, 96. So the way it happened, how Bonehead got our start, was like any other band in the Philippines. High school friends.
Right.
You know, and I wasn't even their friends yet. Well, no, because okay. So Dina Navarra, Chico Cristobal, and Palak Samana.
Yes.
Singer, guitar player, drummer.
Yes.
They were in a band called Megalis long ago, during the time of Azarcon. And when they broke up, they were looking for a bassist because they wanted to go in a grunge kind of way. And at that time, I was in this De La Salle Santiago Isabel symphony and jazz orchestra. I was just, learning how to play.
So you really made a path with the bass after this whole Nathan Azarcon.
Yeah. And you know what? It was because I realized I couldn't get in any other band because there were hundreds of other guitar players that were just better than me.
Yeah.
But nobody played the bass, so fuck it. If I played the bass, I can get into 100 other fucking bands.
You play it well, man. You play it well.
Thanks you. And you play me very well.
Okay, go.
Okay.
So Bonehead.
So they came up to me because they wanted me to play bass, and we started in Zobel. We played in like Gym 1. The first song I still remember, it was Plush, and we did well. We sounded good. And we played a few shows. We played in the Whistle Stop in Paranaque.
Okay.
We played, oh God, Glenn Jacinto told me, where the fuck was this? In Makati Cinema Square. It was like some underground bar place.
Not sa sessions, huh?
No.
Yung studio ni G3 Misa.
Hindi. This was a bar.
Okay.
This was a bar. And basement na rin. And I remember we were playing to the waiter.
That was the only audience?
Well, no, there was also the bartender.
Oh my God.
So, we played. And then this crowd of people came in when we got off. And who comes on stage? Teeth.
Oh.
So there's beds, there's, and jaw drop. You're like, putang ina.
Wait. Why? Okay. Let's dissect. Because, again, we have listeners who are aspiring musicians and all that. And I'm pretty sure they're feeling that or they've felt that and all. But bakit ka napamulat? Why did you cuss? What made you go, wow?
Well, aside from the fact that they had people rocking out to them, which is always, what you want when you're on stage. You want people interacting. You want people cheering you on, singing along to your songs and stuff like that. And they had it. They had it because they had, they had that thing about them, that just brings out people.
You guys didn't have that?
They, not yet. And they had Laklak. And I think Laklak was before us. But we were definitely kind of jealous, I guess, about that. So we went back and we started writing songs then because we were still basically a cover band, right?
Yeah.
So we started writing songs. Hari ng
So
Sari-Sari
it was more like an epiphany when you guys saw Teeth performing. Oh my God, this is the route.
I wouldn't say epiphany. It was just really jealousy. Maybe there was epiphany. I don't know.
Maybe it could be a wake-up call for you guys, right?
And mind you, this is all from my point of view. And I was the youngest member in the band. I was 16 at that point, 16, 17 years old. And by the time Bonehead became something from the LA Rock 105.9, I was still 17. I was a kid. So every time I saw a rock star,
Talaga fan mode ka.
Yeah, of course. But I felt like I was part of that because, who I got to hang out with? Nathan, because he knew me as the little kid brother of Rich. And I always felt like, I'm under this good company.
Yes.
Plus, I grew up also with Basti Atadi. He was also from the same village, and he used to go around with my brother Rich. We had common friends, Henry Clemente, I think Stefano. God, I'm trying to remember names here, but
Puro South Boys, no?
yeah, we were the South Boys. Anyway, so and I knew him, and I knew someone from Wolfgang. I knew someone from from Teeth, and it was just those kind of connections that kind of made me feel like, I'm a part of this little tribe of family of musicians. And, when Bonehead came out, we were in Rock 105.9, Hari ng Sari-Sari went number 1. And all of a sudden, whoa, shit got real, So now we were playing in shows and we got people singing along and shit like that. We were opening, we finally got a home gig in Alabang. It was the bottom line. And we were pretty much the opening act for Edmond Fortuno, which was really amazing to be there and watch him on. Dude, he was the most entertaining drummer.
He was my Nathan Azarcon.
He was so... you learned under him?
I was mentored by Edmond Fortuno.
Oh my God!
Like in JJ, we were the kids when we were the kids.
What village were you in, or where?
Cubao boys,
you were Cubao.
Yeah. So and magkakabanda kami ni na Ira Cruz, and remember Ira's dad is the sax player of Anakbayan, and Edmund Fortuno
Oh,
was the drummer of Anakbayan. So every time we'd rehearse, they'd be hanging out.
dude.
And, he would play on my drum kit. Kaya makulit ako mag-drums because of Edmund Fortuno.
And he was super kulit. And
Yeah.
he was such a showman.
Yes.
It didn't matter if the
Yes.
place was only half built or what.
Yes.
He was consistently Edmond Bosio Fortuno.
And if I may carry my little chair, you saw me at my house. I didn't care if there were 5 people or 10 people. I'd get a whiplash playing the drums because, I'm just going to...
Yeah.
And that's the Edmund Fortuno principle
And I
coming out.
loved it. And you know what? Nathan was the same way. He moved around on stage. He was, you watch some of these bands when we were growing up in the Philippines, and there was a lot of stagnantness in the way people perform. They just
I know.
stand there.
Yeah, that was mouth open.
And even like heavy metal bands. That's why I loved Euthanasia, because when they were on stage, Ramon Rivera, God bless his soul, man, and Santi, they were there, legs spread open, banging their fucking head out,
talagang rock
just
stars.
making their their hair move.
Yeah.
And
It's a
why
show, man.
are you going to play that music and stand still?
Yep.
And you're not even facing the crowd. You're like facing
Yep.
to the left. You're facing the drummer. You're facing
Yes.
your singer, and you're not facing the people who you should be facing.
Preach it.
And I always saw that, and mind you, so I grew up watching Nathan, and now I'm fucking opening for Edmund Fortuna with Bonehead. Oh fuck yeah, it's time to fucking boogie.
So is that what got you into? Because you know what, not every musician realizes the importance of movement on stage.
Yes, but you know what? I always loved moving anyway. I was Dr. Kulit,
Yeah.
So I'm always moving. I grew up watching Nathan. So fuck yeah, I'm headbanging. Fuck yeah, I'm waving my guitar. I took off my bass one time and slammed it on a stool. I had no guts to slam it on the floor because it was a bass guitar and I had to buy another one. So I hit a stool. Obviously, there was a pillow on it. And they're like, meh. It was all show. I said, okay, guitar. So I love being a show.
Right.
I was never shy from being on stage or being in front of people. I don't mind them staring at me. What I give a shit about is if they're fucking bored or they're pick on with us because it didn't sound right. That's where I'd feel, But when, of course, growing up, you don't know everything, right? You're 17 years old. You're on stage. You're just in the moment, and you're one song to the next. And of course, your mind is, I don't want to fuck the song up.
Yes.
I don't want to fuck the song up. So instead of trying to play like every other bassist in a song, I said, fuck it, I'll just do it my way.
Which is good.
And even though I was hitting wrong notes, I was not off time.
Yeah.
But, so it became my thing. I never played a cover song
Perfectly.
Because
you're not that person.
Yes. I covered Bonehead well.
Because you were the bassist for... But if some other guy played bass for Bonehead and you were the second bass player of the band, I'm pretty sure you'd put a stamp to it, correct?
I guess. Some
Right?
people won't. There are musicians out there that are so good at just playing it exactly to how it was recorded. I follow the school of Jimi Hendrix, man. I already recorded that. And when I'm on show, I'm going to do something a little bit else.
Okay.
So it's always, because there's also a sense of selfishness when you get on stage, because you're also entertaining yourself, right? Of course, you want to stay with the song.
And you were 17, huh?
Yeah.
So talagang may egos involved.
Of course. And the egos really more showed up when we started recording Cargado. Because at this point, when Polycosmic Records signed us, we really, really wanted to make an album just like us,
Right.
But everybody had a different idea of what this album was going to
Oh my God, yes. Yeah. I know.
Hard rock, heavy metal.
Sorry. Yes, I know how
Punk.
that feels.
Are we gonna sell out? I didn't want to be like, because we even had a song called Snowflake that was kind of like, the acoustic guitar thing that everyone was doing. Ulan, Oh, Diyos ko.
Eh, kasi yun ang uso ng time na yun.
Yeah,
eh.
yun ang uso. But I didn't want to go that route because I was like, well, look at Razorback and look at Wolfgang.
Yeah.
They don't have that song. Fine, they had Darkness Fail, but that's not even in that category even. I wanted to stay locked in a heavy metal
Alright.
kind of. I had a punk attitude. And, some people didn't want that punk thing in the band either. But, whatever. We made sacrifices for the album. And, at the end, I was listening to it. Wow, you can really hear us. I don't think the fans of Bonehead know this, but you could really hear us fighting for how this had to be expressed.
But that's okay sometimes.
And you know what?
It creates creative tension.
I listened to that album, Cargado, back, and it just brings back this feeling of, wow, we were talented kids.
Is it streaming?
It's on Spotify.
Okay, so
Cargado.
people can search it, no?
And after that, after we broke up, and it was kind of like a really harsh breakup, friends
Why?
fighting.
Who left first?
Chico was the first.
I mean, you don't have to say it.
Yeah, it was again, there was a fight for control of the band. We did not have a manager. Therefore, we were making decisions on our own
Hindi ba unanimous
at the age
dapat?
we were. And it was never unanimous. It got to a point where it wasn't sige. It was why, no, dapat ganon. And it started getting dramatic, and we really needed that leadership that we didn't have.
That's true.
We were talent, but we weren't businessmen. We were talent, but we weren't. We didn't have a structure that should have worked for everyone. We were just. I was an egotistical fucking kid, by the way.
And I think I know why.
Some guapo.
Not only because you're guapo.
Okay.
It's also because, when I was listening to your story. Remember, you hung out with giants.
Yes, and it did get in my head.
Oh, definitely. You think?
Yeah. No.
You think?
Oh, fuck yeah. I mean,
you could name drop all these. I'm pretty sure at that time River Maya was number one probably.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And then you had Wolfgang, and then you had all these. Yeah.
I mean, I walked around places and people recognized me. And forget the crowd recognizing me. I walk in the bar and there was Carl Roy. It's like, Phil, musta na?
Diba?
And it, I see Tirso, we say hi. It sounds like I'm name dropping, but these were the people I kind of like.
Baby kanila.
Yeah. And they knew Bonehead. They knew, we kind of knew, it was like this little LA 105.9 family.
Yes.
And although we were Alabang, Razorback would come to Alabang and play. We'd hang out. I'd disappear in the corner with Brian, and we'd be like, laughing. We'd make sipping drinks here and there.
Yeah.
It was funny enough. I didn't realize until we moved here to the US. Me and David Aguirre are the same age.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so kayo yung mga kids.
Yeah. I was born 78. He was born 78.
Oh my God. Yeah.
We were the babies.
Yes.
And
I love that guy. I gotta get him on the show too.
Oh, I love him. I love David. I fell in love with this human being.
Yeah.
He was this magnificent guitar player. But aside from being a magnificent guitar player, he is just a fantastic human being.
What a guy.
And
what a guy. I don't know, different worlds. Cubao boy, South boy, nakita kami rito. What a guy.
It may be
I love
different.
the guy.
In the Philippines, they seem so far away from each other. You come here to the US, you feel like you were neighbors.
Yes.
Because you're in a different world
like
now.
like tayong dalawa, like you and me. I mean, to our listeners, to our viewers, you're like about 100 plus miles away from me.
San Diego.
Yeah, about 100 something, right?
Yeah, and I'll still travel and say hi every so often,
Right? Yeah.
There's a connection. I don't think your listener, I take it a lot of your listeners in the Philippines, right?
The Philippines and here.
Yeah, okay. And here.
Actually, I just checked the stats, huh? It's 50-50.
Ooh.
I know.
That's
good.
not a bad number.
That's good. 50-50. Like you got I mean, I get. Oh, and 53% females over males. Maybe because of me. Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, I
They're
think,
just waiting for
I
you.
think that number
This
just
is what
dropped.
they're
because-
waiting. This is what they're waiting for. If I ever had a line to heaven, I swear.
Oh man, you sing it better.
No, I just look better doing it.
I agree. So
No, but
okay, go.
No, go.
No, you. I wanted to know. So how did this break? The reason why, again, going back, we wanna make sure that listeners would understand. You know, how do you say it? Pitfalls or potholes or obstacles they need to sidestep.
Mm-hmm.
Like you mentioned, ego. That's a big thing to even
Ego's a
admit
big
that, right?
thing, yeah. And it can get to you really bad. And it got to me really bad. But more than that, if you're, and this is in general, not just music, but team. You see a team, like a basketball team or soccer team or whatever. You guys have to have that same goal. You need to have that one distinct goal that you all have to aim for. And you got to know your part and why you're doing it and why all of this. After a while, in Bonehead, I was like, why do we have to do this fucking thing over
Right.
here? We should play whole shows. Why are we doing this GMA Super Show one thing? And why are they making us play to a track when we're not playing our real instruments? I was getting that big-headed ego-ness, and I wanted to play.
So you were the culprit of this whole egotist. No, just kidding.
Yes.
Because everybody, maybe, I'm not putting you on the spot. Maybe everybody wanted to go in one direction and you wanted to do your own thing.
You had 5 guys, 2 wanting to go one direction, 1 wanting to go another direction, 1 wanted to go another direction, and then 1 who wanted to just try to keep everything together.
What happened to that guy? Who was that guy in the band?
That was Paul, the drummer.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Always the drummer.
Yeah, I guess so. But, even after a point, even he couldn't hold on to everybody heading in whatever directions, And it got to a point where we were feeling like, if I'm not going to be heard, why the fuck am I going to stay around?
Right.
And that's how I felt. I don't know about anybody else, but that was in my head at that moment. That I felt like, because I'm being treated like I'm the youngest, that I don't have any vision or anything like that. I know all these people, whatever egos flying off my body and shit like that. And so when I decided to leave, it was ugly between me and Dino, the singer.
Yeah, okay.
And I remember that day clearly, I was already, me and Monjo, the other guitar player, me, Monjo, Pepoy Sonka, and my brother Rich formed the band, Spacecraft Time Machine.
Oh, so you're ready to hop off one to join.
Yeah, well, no, me and Monjo already decided, fuck this shit, we're out.
Okay.
And Dino came to the house, and you should have seen us. He was pissed off, and I was the one who confronted him. Door wide open, and he goes, "Gun on." I'm like, yeah, it's it. Me and my brother are forming a band. This is it. Monjo's coming with me, and I could see in his eyes that it was heartbreaking.
Of course.
Heartbreaking at the same time. I'm mad at you. At the same time, fuck this shit. And it was painful. There was.
SD card has limited space remaining. Okay. It was painful, and then okay.
So, I had to carry that in my back, and just to share it to the listeners, because I really don't mind sharing. I am bipolar disorder. I have bipolar disorder, and it's fine as long as you take your medications. Now, so I'm going through emotions, and as a young kid, as 17, 18 years old probably at that time, with bipolar disorder, I'm going off the rails, left and right. But I am still focused. Like, I want to be a show. I want to be in front of people. I want to play my bass. I want to be cool like all the other cool kids. I'm still aiming to be like Louis Talan. I'm still aiming to be like Mon from Wolfgang. I'm still aiming to be like Nathan because he was my idol. You know what I mean? And I'm aiming for this shit like left and right, saying I'm gonna do it. I remember the first time Spacecraft Time Machine hit. We played in Peps in Alabang, and we opened for Carl Roy, POT.
Yeah.
So, and that was cool because Carl Roy and Rich go back, Advent Call when they were playing in Dread and Rich with Bazura. So we got a spot to open for them, and that was our takeoff. I remember the first song we did was "Good Times, Bad Times" by Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
So it was, I got to show off a different side of me other than hard rock, heavy metal. I can play now, classic rock and shit like that. We did Fire by Jimi Hendrix, and these are all materials that was nothing related to Bonehead. And I did it, and I remember me and Wanja were so like, because of that bad experience when Bonehead broke up, we were like so anti-Bonehead, whatever, because you went with your emotions when you're a young kid and you don't know.
Now, looking back in hindsight, we're going to land this podcast, but looking back in hindsight, are you guys friends?
Oh, yeah. No, it was really, really awesome. I think it was back in 2012. Chico reached out.
Oh, nice.
And I said hi. And Dino, I met Dino, and he has this beautiful family. Monja, me and Monja stayed
Have
friends.
been okay, yeah.
Me and Monja were always friends. We never broke up. I think the most embarrassed I felt for was Paul because he had nothing to do with this ego thing.
Of course, si Paul ang nadamay, the drummer again.
Yeah, but we all became friends, and this was long after NU 107 was gone, LA 105.9 was gone, and we pretty much felt like, okay, Bonehead is just this utot in the past, nothing anymore. But for fun, we put up a fan page just for us to share fun stuff.
Right.
And these bands started coming back.
Why not? So can we...
And I think it's because I realized something about Bonehead is that it is nostalgic.
Yes, it is.
There are kids out there that listen to that who were my age at that
that's
moment.
true, yeah.
No, so now these fans are my age too.
Yes.
That still rock it out. And what's the best thing? When I YouTube Hari ng Sari Sari.
It's there with a lot of views.
Better yet, there's a list of fans covering it. And that feels good.
Diba?
There are all these Pinoy rock bands covering Hari ng Sari Sari. And they're not famous people. They're basically what Bonehead was prior to all that
That's true.
shit that happened. These are garage bands and all that stuff, recording that song. And it felt good. Just knowing that we have this little itty-bitty place in Pinoy rock history with Hari ng Sari Sari, with Paisabog and all that stuff. And I can live with that.
Okay, before I let you go, if I may say something. First of all, I don't think you're a tiny speck or a little dot or whatever in the whole realm of OPM, especially OPM Pinoy rock. That's just from a kuya's perspective, huh? But remember
How
this.
many kuyas do I have
I
in
don't know,
music
probably
now?
a lot. But if we want to use that analogy, if you had a monitor or even a TV with a dead pixel, you'd return that and it would ruin your day. So even the little pixel is important.
But what if that pixel's a
Ah,
punk
come on,
and he
no.
turned himself off just because he wanted to be the one pixel all of you motherfuckers
Did
noticed?
you really have to?
I would be that pixel that would turn off because then all you'd be staring is at me, the dead pixel. That should be a name of a band. Dead Pixel.
So where can they catch you? They just click on the link in the description and they'll know where you are, right?
Yeah, well, Bonehead's fan page.
Okay, so
Bonehead, you can follow me.
Just click
on
on the
Facebook.
description.
Go to Bonehead's. We have a website that's dedicated to our fans. Bonehead-carcado.com.
We'll put that here too. You can click on that.
And it's just basically a place where you can see our story, see some of the videos. There was a Bonehead reunion that was there. I wasn't a part of it, but I'm promoting because it was so good to see them get together. It was only Dino, Chico, and Monjo. but it was wonderful.
You wish you were there.
I did. I wish I
saw
was
that
there.
post. Yeah, you wish you were
I
there.
definitely wish I was there, but you know,
I'll have you back, huh?
Oh
on the
fuck
podcast.
yeah! This was always fun. We didn't. We talked about so much, and there
But
was
you know
so
what?
much we
For
didn't
the
get to
record, guys, Phil broke our length, right? Our podcast length.
Paco loves me that much.
Very
That's-
much, very
yes.
much, very much. First, JJ broke it, and then Bigatin, the rap artist, hit JJ's record. But you knocked it out of the park. So
Aw.
hats off to you.
We didn't even talk about like,
A lot of
all
stuff.
our shit that we did.
Not only
here in
that,
the
we have to go
US.
back to talking about your wife.
Oh yes, I have to make up for that one.
Yeah, so I'll have you back
Oh
on
yes,
the podcast.
definitely.
Definitely. Yeah, we are down.
I was actually quite, very respectful here on this podcast. I didn't say weird things like
No.
dingleberries and wet bubuets or wet polites or seeing it the best.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Phil Recto, Bonehead, on the Paco Arespacochaga podcast.
Cheers.